talent jamani abi sule dia alia ada ikamba kipemu apa ye ikani yipembuko oto guguko yogura ameto ndio biblera bera ane amangida amani tozo de ta ana amangida ji woro dini ko ale bai ntawo kani kalibia mudia kalido amesubule da abazio ametumbia mebi amavutira ngida bera aparasi bombio yo amani sina kale kotia mangadrara mangadrara aya to kale to ala ben girika bambusha ma ala wale ndombizo kwadia bambusha girika bambusha manini
mo bitona mi va che va mingia bima vile sorone ayose che aya kadema ndiri kuti abiwa mali ye
me mo ndombi
silingisi
alifu mudriba shiba
aya da vuta masana da rodima mata dengo
mina kubuda mina ya para kako
fine roma dia
ane kuli ndekete yo ya debo yo mani munde dia di modanda kalimuke ama akube ama wala kandra anjibel adirki ya ope spiriti te amani titilia mulia ajili ngaya padia dodo isambe ilisi sekia dan sikapia mbe aya village alo mbamba say complete ambe ayi mubazi vile ini katizo village ya complete yo tiamani muzula say ilisi yo viesti ke yo muri mundanda ya musula latini yo nana mbamba local kiwera la aya mani di mapata bani obo duri aduya ile phone ere ani pani ayo sanga di udu kufengwa anje to kwa revo coordinator di pivo ngake almu amada ko dia ini sera te aziko do ini ko to andra meeting no do da dini mata i mevo emeta politician rodi kirkiri me polo viestike ba o viestike ba an viestike ka NGO ka kita ayo sukita Uganda sanda ko NGO kata ayo viesti sukita Uganda sanda ko te baka mu azinga viesti ba alo viesti di tolo te dia kube meeting di mala ba lo mani apa mo fo piare ko di project ni ari ko ni ko ma dina no musu sling ari kali asilo ni atasenda di wiki dia ko lo apoyo ruki dia de baka mudu alo mimi rusi date baka mudu alo mimi rusi date politician ya de mu rusi dia la ata baka do ya pa ru dia de ko do la do ria pere deria lo viesti yo ndia mo kudimeta de go nga bakitra amuja mata ko kizo namba tamini ndre latini vile de ni chikani kirkire yo kamu ini ikeme edendi de fiama le da edendi wala suru edendi o metiki tualo
our for member
out of 114 we had 53 with the latrines. Then out of 53 there are 28 which are incomplete.
28
28 to 53, that is 81. Then the ones without latrine, because we are not complying with my colleague, so let me add that one to give the sum. Okay, that is 33. Without latrines are 33. Now to come to hand washing facility, there were only 10 out of 114 who had it. hand washing facility. Then without hand washing facility, 104.
I appreciate Water Department so much for this program. This is yet our first time to do CLTS. It is called CLTS, Community-Led Total Sanitation. It's yet our first time to do it, but in other sub-counties, we have also been doing it, like in Arihu, Login, Avura, which was organized by UNICEF. As Alona had said that we had started with the meetings, figure meetings. In that meeting, we actually made communities to understand what their problems were. After understanding them, it was actually the communities to lead the activities. So in our meetings, we realized that there are some communities which cannot be triggered. One of it was Ombokoro. They failed to identify their problem, but we made them to identify their problem, which was the open defecation. After the meeting, with my colleague, we went to these 5 villages to check on the sanitation after the meetings. We realized communities agreed that they are going to work on their latrines. Those ones which have incomplete latrines, maybe the doors are not there. Let me say the standard, those ones who would not have standard latrines, we told them to work on, and then those ones who do not have a latrine completed. And we realized that after the meeting, they went on. They thought we were going to come for the follow-up immediately. Others opened the pit. Others started working on their latrines, but they stopped. In also our meetings, we had a committee. Communities selected some committees to support the VSCs, but they agree that if you don't have latrine, completed, the committees together with the VSCs will follow up. In fact, before that, we asked them for how long will a latrine take to be completed? They told us 2 weeks. If you don't do any other work, within 2 weeks you can finish latrine completed. But we said no. We gave them a 1 month. We also added another month for them to complete the latrine to make it up to standard. Now after that, we realized that the same committees which was selected, we found them, they were also culprits. They don't have latrine. They didn't work on their latrine. The committees were nowhere to be found. The committees had agreed that if you don't have latrine, we calculated with them the cost of the latrine. They were they all agreed for you to come up with a complete latrine, it takes 180 or 150 there. So they agreed with the committees that the committees will go to the communities. If you don't have latrine, they will dig for you or construct for you a latrine. The owner of the household will be the one to facilitate them. But the 1 month elapsed, the committees were nowhere to be found. The same committees didn't have, some of them didn't have the latrine also. So when we went for the follow-up, we found everything was like that. But there are some few who had a listening ears. They constructed their latrine. And like the other time we had new latrines, we were able to get results. Now we After that, we went to some few villages. We came back. We sat with the VSTs what to do for us to make or to achieve our targets. We agreed to do enforcement. What one of the VSTs said. Now the committees who were supposed to work on construct latrines, they were not there. We sat for a meeting with the parish chief and the VSTs. We organized for what we call enforcement. Enforcement, which is also which is allowed, like in a community where let me say the attitudes cannot be changed easily. What he tried to say, it is called an enforcement. We went there, the committees were not there. We wanted, our reason was we wanted the communities to construct a latrine. So if we go to a household where there is no latrine, we find you the goats, let me say properties which he said they picked. It was like we were trying to pinch their ears.
What was the charge of the fine?
It was 10,000 based on the commissions, which was found on. Even others could just come and pick at 5,000. So we didn't pick the goats for the VSTs or for the sub-county. We asked them to come and pick their pick their items back. So that was what we went.
So you confiscated goats and chicken?
Yeah. And chicken.
Where have they taken them back?
Yeah, they have taken them all.
And they paid?
Yeah.
They agreed the charges?
Yeah. And for that reason, for the case of enforcement, we have realized a lot of changes. The communities, they have changed. That's why the latrine has
changed positively?
Positively, yeah. Much as we faced challenges, there were some communities who had bad attitudes about the enforcement. That's why they were like, they were abused, they were assaulted on the way as they were coming back with some of the items. That was our challenges we faced.
Kirial and Victor,
one chairpersons, VHTs. Most of the mama information that I'm also level VHTs. Data. Gamet drink badeke if you can mad. Or correct a population. I mean a household population. Household village in Malari mi bani niki me. If you can mad data. Data is very bad. October period. We very much need the data on our PWDs. Okay. We have to learn the Ajia sub-county also behind. There is a provision, there is a support coming from the center. Ba atobe repeat. Ba nakwe sequelity supikore. Banga white ken supikore. Ba chopping up ya fasira. Ba chop madu wheelchair kwa eko pakani pi madu crutches. I want to pick it. Then if you are ripping this salary pick. If we could have this data at the office of LC3, it makes work very easy. Please help us in this. And you balance please. I think my concern of only a year Paris. We need to get that data so that we implement this or we give adequate information. And PDM. Majority of Madrid members under PDM are sendable. But there is another money also in our account, 25 million. In all these parish accounts. Enrolling more people. Madrid send ayo to CP Korezo. Not knowing this is it. Loan. Send it by the Okurileko. Kaminega imunara yani mupari. No? Azenandra bi yokuri adene. Ete mi rote research maliam ya kukura. Midinga faze kuri loni vineo. Kata tore ka parati. Menga gobe. Bani ami dur. Unita. Yo da mani chanzo alena please. VHT is midi. LC1 ni midi. Me vole kule ngone. Unita vleres. And even the LC1 road there, village me for the school ko vote ngone. How is the performance of school? Anji kidale ngone mandiki kira. Anji me vler ma muki schoolera ma feke eyo zitani le schoolera ma ekikira. Security.
Yes, I am Chandini Luigi, Secretary for Works and Technical Services, Arua District Local Government. Under water and sanitation, we analyze water situation, water coverages, vis-a-vis latrine coverages, and hand washing facilities at the households. When we drill a borehole, we want to see in a village where we are going for borehole, the sanitation coverage should be at least 95% and above. In this regard, we realize in the whole of Arua District Local Government of 4 sub-counties, Ajia, by the time when we are doing planning, our data indicated that Ajia had a 3% latrine coverage, which was the lowest in the district. Arivo had 13%. Logri had 48%. Then Ivora had 62%. So based on this, we now have a deliberate program to sensitize communities about the importance of latrine. We have taken 3 villages in Ajia sub-county, 5 villages in Ajia sub-county. Out of these villages we have selected, we are now enforcing latrine coverages. And I'm grateful in Ombokoro, Ombizoko, Oyeko, Ombamba, and the Ochi, the lateral coverage is now increasing. Despite rain as a challenge, but many people are now sinking their latrines. Others have newly constructed their latrines. So we want the proper use of this latrine. We want the communities, every household to have a latrine. Any household without latrine, we are going to penalize that household. And I am very grateful just our county communities have come independently by themselves with their own ordinances. They are saying, if you have no latrine, community, there is a committee selected by a community who will go and sanction for you latrine. They will confiscate your property, like a goat, like a chicken, or a fine of 10,000 or 5,000, just to pull your ear. So I want to appeal to everybody in Ajia County to ensure latrine coverage increases. The more latrine coverage increase, the more safe water we allocate for them. After this program, we are rolling it over to Arivo sub-county, where the lateral coverage is also low. We shall also work in the same way. Then we go to Logri, we go to Vra sub-county. We want Arua district to have what we call healthy people and productive people, which is even our district mission. Healthy and productive people.